Good YouTube. This your man Spill Dog. I was looking at Booth's record the other day on Boxing Rec, and I was noticing that he's 27 years old already. And man, I was thinking, man, if Booth ain't careful, he gonna go through his prime years without having not without having a noteworthy fight. Honestly, if he ain't careful, he gonna lose his prime years before he can get into a big fight. I seen what standing owners was saying. It looked like they might be able to work something out. And I mean, once again, that's a solid fight. But I mean, standing owners, that his name ain't really moving the needle none. I ain't trying to be funny, but it ain't moving the needle, not even a little bit. I mean, but don't get me wrong. That'll be one step here. That'll be a step closer to him, I guess, unifying or becoming undisputed at 147. But then he still got to go make the fight with Brian Norman Jr. And I think there's one more belt out there. And what if he can't what if he can't make those fights? And I just think if I'm him, I'm gonna strike while the iron hot. I wouldn't let them big fights slip past me if I was Boots. He ought to pay attention and look at what's going on with Keith Thurman. That'd be the best example for me to say where if you mess around and get a little too comfortable thinking I get that fight next year or something like that, man. Anything can happen. It's just a lot of stuff that can happen that's out of your control. So when the opportunity comes, Virgil Ortiz, that would have been I would have rather seen him fight Virgil Ortiz with no title than fighting Stanionis with one. Virgil Ortiz would have been a much more noteworthy, credible opponent than Stanionis, and when I got him that much closer to maybe getting a fight with somebody like Terrence Crawford. Not to say that he will or won't, but the names that he's fought up to this point, that ain't gonna make the needle shake none, and that ain't gonna it's not gonna get Crawford where he gonna say, okay, yeah, maybe I give him a shot. Now they ain't gonna do it because it's not gonna get that bag up. So I gotta say, man, I like Boots. I do. I thought he would have beat Virgil Ortiz. I thought it would have been a tough fight, but I feel like he would have beat Virgil Ortiz. Who knows? It seemed like this Fundura fight might be the last fight for Earl Spence, but what if it's not? What if it's not? That's a name that's a fighter that Boots would like to be putting himself in a position to possibly fight. I mean, it's still a few big names out there. Charlo up at 154. I mean, those names are way more noteworthy and credible than people like Stanionis and dudes like that that's, in the same position he in, to be honest with you, trying to make a name for themselves. So I don't know, man. I like Boots, and I think he a good fighter. But I'll be completely honest with you. I can't say what he is or what he ain't because he have not been tested. Nothing real, So hopefully, man, he'll realize. I mean, it's only so long he gonna be able to keep his reputation where it is with the opponents that he been getting up to this point. People giving him the benefit of the doubt, saying that because he looked exceptional that he is, but we still got to see him in there with somebody that can punch. We still got to see how he take a punch from a real solid A-class fighter, and I don't think we no closer than we was 3 or 4 years ago with him. I hate to say it, I don't think we no closer. We just now looking like we might seriously get Stanionis. That ain't no. You understand what I'm saying? So I mean, and the problem I got with it is that it seemed like Boots is okay fighting these dudes. It seemed like this is not bothering him. And maybe I'm wrong, but once you hit 30 in boxing, you're on the other side usually of them prime years. You get a few people like Floyd and Andre Ward and Manny Pacquiao. People every now and then you get a couple of Terrence Crawford guys that's better than average, and they still can, they may not be in they prime as far as youth, but they fought enough good fighters where they experience with they still gonna be on top of their game without being necessarily in their prime athleticism and strength wise, but they in their prime as far as knowledge and experience in the ring. Boots will get to be 30 years old and won't have no real high level top tier experience. I mean, I just don't. It just to me seems like he ain't no closer to getting them real noteworthy fights than he was years ago, and to me, it's unfortunate for somebody with as much promise and as much as much potential as we all can see that he has, and with what everybody has been expecting him to do to this point. I would say, if I'm being honest, and even the diehard Jerron and his fans would have to say, at this point right here, it's been a disappointment, the level of competition that he's faced up to this point in his career. Me for sure, and I'm thinking a lot of other people would have thought that by now we'd have seen him against much better fighters and on a much bigger stage than the stage he's still fighting on at this point. But that's it for me on this video. If you like the video, hit like and subscribe. Till the next time, it's your boy Spill Dog. I'm out.